Okay.
I'm carrying you. Your love with me. Hi.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another great episode of
What's it like with K and G? Or Chris and G?
the Candy G.
J and Chris.
J?
J?
Who's the J?
I don't
That's
know.
something you gotta tell me about?
Nah.
Okay. What are we doing today? What do we have here?
So, for today's episode, we have two new ice creams that neither of us have ever tried. Have you ever tried either of these, to be clear?
No.
No. Okay.
Actually, I might have at some point 10 years ago tried this one.
Okay. Well, I feel like 10 years is a long time and you've
Yeah.
probably forgotten all about it. So, we're gonna do it anyway. So, the first one we have is by Blissfully Southern Creamalicious Thick as Thieves Pecan Pie. This is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like all frosted. Just ignore that, guys. And the other one we have is, you can have to say it, Haagen-Dazs
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de Leche.
What do you think that means?
I don't know what it means, but I told him if we have a child, we're naming her Dulce.
And I refuse.
He said no. I think it's cute.
Dulce de leche means milk sweet. Like a sweet that is derived from milk.
Like ice cream.
But here's the thing. Dulce de leche is this sweet spread that can really only be, I mean, you can find it pretty much anywhere in South America, but the origins of it are an actual mystery.
Really?
Yes. So the first time that it popped up in the radar of like everybody's consciousness was when it was in Argentina. So when people think dulce de leche, they think Argentina, and then other countries started to like copy it.
Okay.
But when they copy it, they call it sometimes dulce de leche, sometimes they call it manjar.
Okay.
And so the theory behind it is that dulce de leche must have been some kind of sweet that the Moors who invaded Spain created. And then it just so happened that one of the people who had that recipe in their family moved to Argentina when Argentina was first getting filled up with people from Spain. But truly, nobody really knows where dulce de leche comes from. So it's just considered an Argentinian sweet.
Well, it is good.
I consider it to be the best sweet out there.
I don't know that I'd call it the best sweet, but I do really like it. Maybe I haven't had enough of it to say that it's the best sweet. So maybe this will help me in my decision. I would like to point out to everyone watching, while I am lactose intolerant, these are not dairy free. So if you are severely lactose intolerant, I do not recommend these. But for me, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. So
high risk, high reward.
Exactly.
The other thing I would say about...
How do I always end up with this? I just naturally...
I thought you were doing it on purpose.
I wasn't. I just picked that one up and I looked down and it was this bent-ass spoon again.
In Argentina, there is a specific sweet called alfajor.
What's that?
It is basically like a cookie, and the main ingredient is that this cookie has in between it, the fill is dulce de leche.
Okay.
So that's what sets it apart from other kinds of sweets, because the dulce de leche is like from Argentina, and it just happens that the words alfajor sound very like the syllables in it like almost imply that they have like Moorish or like Islamic origin.
Okay.
Like not Islamic, I meant to say Arabic.
Okay.
So
I follow. I knew even.
Yeah. But I want to be precise for the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's
some cool facts you just have sitting in your head about the ice cream.
I love Argentina, but especially alfajores, because when I lived in Argentina as a kid, I used to have an alfajor every single day.
Sounds delicious.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see how this stacks up.
Me first.
You first, buddy.
Okay. Here's the Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
Dulce de leche. Oh, it's really good.
It is really good. That's good.
I mean, I mean, that's no surprise. Haagen-Dazs is one of the
Top tier.
best. Yeah, one of the best ice cream
Oh my
companies.
god, there's a bug on me.
So somebody better stop me.
I'll stop you.
So this has like caramel pieces, or
Mm-hmm.
no. That's not caramel pieces. That's actual dulce de
It's
leche.
rich caramel ice cream with thick, milky,
Mm,
what is it? Dulce de leche?
yeah,
Ribbons.
yeah. So that was dulce de leche.
Not your average caramel. This is dulce de leche,
Dulce,
dulce de leche bliss.
amazing.
It's
I like can't stop it. It tastes.
it's delicious.
Mm,
I feel like sometimes when people try to do caramel ice cream, it's just vanilla with like a little bit of caramel in there, but this actually tastes like caramel.
it
This is
doesn't
the
taste like caramel. It
I-
tastes like dulce de leche. Because so dulce de leche is very similar to caramel, but it's slightly different. It tastes just like dulce de leche.
either way, it's delicious.
It is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the taste of caramel and dulce de leche are very similar. But I think dulce de leche is just slightly more decadent.
Mm,
Um,
that was delicious.
so it is delicious, but just before we move on to the next one, we need to talk about really what it is that we're experiencing besides just saying that it's good. I would say for someone who may have not been exposed to dulce de leche,
Mm-hmm.
the closest thing that you can say, the closest thing that you can use to describe it is it tastes like caramel, but like a little bit more like with like a stronger sweet punch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe but those of us who have been blessed to have experienced the dulce de leche, it tastes just like it but cold. So there isn't too much of there isn't much nuance with the ice cream, but not that you need it because dulce de leche is already so delicious.
It's really good.
It is.
To put it simply, it's really good. If you are not a fan of caramel, though, you're not gonna like it. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of that, it's not gonna taste good to you. But if you do like caramel, even a little bit, you're gonna love this ice cream. It's delicious. It's really good. I actually have seen this several times in the store. I've never picked it up because I did not think it would be as good as it is. But it's really good.
I'm telling you, dulce de leche is like top tier, probably number one sweet in my world. It's not something that you can just have a lot of.
No,
Yeah.
it's very sweet.
I would say though, not. I don't think the ice cream was trying to be, let's say, let's say like multi-dimensional. Like it's not like oh it has like this taste and then like an aftertaste of this or that. No, it's just dulce de leche through and through. There isn't much nuance to it.
There's a fly.
Once again,
There's a fly flying around our faces right now. Sorry, guys. That's why I keep like smacking at his face.
don't worry about it. But yeah, not that they needed more.
No, but it is good.
And after we taste this one, we will rate it.
Yes. All right. So the next up is the Creamalicious Thick as Thieves.
I love the name.
I know. And I love pecan pie, and that's what it's supposed to taste like. So
Oh, I love pecan. That's my favorite pie.
it's like kind of melted. So
I mean, you guys like your ice cream kind of melted? Oh, I do.
I don't, but it is good.
Mm.
It tastes like pecan pie. Oh, see, that's why I don't like it melted because it drips on you.
Fine. And you can, and it's got like a few pecans in there.
Mm-hmm. There's more than a few.
Mm-hmm. It's not super generous, but they are there. Mm. Is that crust?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's crust in this ice cream too. So it's got. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This might sound crazy, but I like having pecan pie. I mean, I think you know this about me.
I do.
I like
I
having.
know exactly what you're gonna say.
I like having cold pecan pie. Let me tell you why. So, eating pies like this, it's really like an American thing. It's not the United States is not the only country that has spies, but I'm pretty sure I feel very confident when I say America. The United States is a country that is the most spies, and especially in this size and in this manner. So really, the first true pie that I ever had was here. Close. I don't remember if it was like right before or after Thanksgiving. I was with in the house of my American uncle, and we had pecan pie, and my mom and I we were just such foreigners that we took out the pie. We took a slice out of the fridge, and we just had it cold because we didn't know that it had to be warmed up, and we just thought like, wow, this tastes amazing. It felt like ice cream, like a really cool ice cream. So now I just have pecan pie that's cold, straight out of the fridge, or even the freezer. But you've you've had you've had a cold with me, right? Have you not? You've just been eating this ice cream this whole time that I've been speaking. You really liked it.
Maybe I'm Southern. I don't eat pecan pie cold.
I know.
I'm from the South.
Yeah,
So
I am so foreign.
you are so foreign.
Yeah, I like. This is incredible, as well.
Okay.
Do you want to describe it?
Delicious. So okay, it is kind of like what he's saying. It is a cold pecan pie. There's crust on the inside. There's pecans on the inside. The ice cream is not vanilla. It's butter pecan.
Yeah.
So it's literally just frozen, mashed up pecan pie in a cup or a little tiny pint, and it is delicious. I love it. To be honest, it reminds me of all the best times in my life.
Totally.
Yes, right?
Totally.
It's like a holiday, and the holidays, well, holidays are stressful as an adult, but as a child, your favorite time is Christmas because you're getting presents, you're getting the good food, you're getting the good desserts. My grandmother, from even further down south than we are, she makes the best pecan pie I've ever had. I've never had a pecan pie that's as good as that. And this tastes like hers. If it was cold and mashed up, this is what hers would taste like. So I'm very pleased with. I'm happy with both of them, but they both exceeded expectations, to be honest. So
this one is super sweet. There was caramel in there.
Yes, there's caramel swirls in there.
This has caramel swirls. It has the pecan, and this has the crust. But I feel like they're not. The ice cream is not dense with this. Like, I feel like for this to be the perfect ice cream, it should have more of all of those things.
Really? Because I loved it.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad ice cream at all.
I loved it.
I'm just, that I'm very harsh with it.
You are. All his criticism of ice cream, he's like, it has to be perfect.
I mean, no. Listen, if you want a 5 rating, you need to earn that 5 rating.
Okay. Well, let's rate it then.
Okay.
Haagen-Dazs. Once again, guys, this is what it looks like.
This Haagen-Dazs you can get from anywhere. Is this other one a Target only?
I think this one, we got both of these at Target. I know that you can get this one at Walmart as well, and probably every other grocery store you go to. I've never seen this before, and I think it's only at Target. I'm not sure. But what I'll do is I will find out for you guys, and we will put it in the show notes. So,
in the duplicate.
No one says that.
Yeah, you're actually wrong.
And podcasts don't say that.
Okay, yeah, podcast. Yeah, sure.
He's a YouTube guy. That's why.
This podcast is also going on the YouTube channel.
True.
Yeah.
So for you guys watching on YouTube, it's the doobly doo. For you guys listening on whatever, it's show notes.
So I'll go first with my rating on the Haagen-Dazs, and then you go.
Okay.
And then you go first. This rating.
Okay.
So Haagen-Dazs is gonna.
What's it gonna be? Let's hear it.
It's a 4.
Oh, I think that's the highest rating you've given any ice cream we've tried.
No,
It's not?
no. Last show, I gave some other ice cream A4.
What
I
was
gave it
it?
the Oreo one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one was. It is really good. Okay. Why four?
Why a 4 and not a 5?
Why four and not a
Not
five?
not a lot of nuance. It is just called dulce de leche.
Okay.
It's just that
But
it.
wouldn't that make it good? Would you want it to be like what? What do you mean? Not all of them doing? What could they have done to make this a five for you?
I mean, but like, here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like I'm almost being like unfair because it's not setting out to be anything but just dulce de leche. I mean,
Yeah,
it says right there.
the name is just.
Yeah,
It's not deliciously whatever. It's
yeah.
this is what it is.
I mean, it sets out to do what it says to do perfectly. I mean,
Right.
if I were to say, okay, did it accomplish what I wanted to do, then I would say A5. But the only
Okay.
reason why I say A4 because ice cream to me,
Okay.
it has to be more than just one note. It has to be a whole chord
Okay.
to put it in musical terms.
Okay.
This is not even like a harmony. This is
Not even a harmony.
for you
Also
guys.
a music nerd, so
Yes. One note. You add two notes. It's a harmony. You add three notes plus, then it's a chord.
okay.
It's just one note. It's just one note, and if I buy this ice cream, I will put it on something else.
Okay. What would you put it on? What's your pairing?
Dude, anything, like almost anything.
Okay.
I could put it on almost anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, it will go so great with like mashed up ice cream cone stuff, the waffle stuff. But like that's what I'm saying. Like in order for it to be complete, I feel like it needs more. I feel like this is an ingredient to a bigger ice cream dish.
Okay. I don't agree. I give it a 5.
And
Period.
that's perfectly fine.
And the reason I give it a 5 is because it's not trying to do anything else. It's just what it is. It's not like we're gonna add all these crazy ingredients and we're gonna make it something insane. Like it's just those
Dulce de leche.
it's just that, and it's delicious, and I love it, and I would buy it again, and I will probably buy it all the time.
But would you eat it completely on its own, or would you want to pair it with something?
I would eat it completely on its own, and I would pair it with something. It just depends. But
I get that.
I can and would like to just eat it by itself.
I mean, me too.
Because typically, when I have something that's as sweet as this ice cream, I don't like to pair them with other things because I like sweets, but I don't like a lot of sweet in my mouth all at one time. And I would need it to be with something salty so it could cut it.
Yeah.
Like fries.
You don't even think of
Dip.
that.
Dip my fries in there. Yeah,
That
that's
is
it. That is it. I'm gonna do it tonight.
such an American thing.
I love. You never had fries with your ice cream?
Oh, I have.
I was about to say. I was like, I know you have.
Just because something is an American thing doesn't mean that it's bad.
You like it though, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the
Good.
best things
I'ma
in the
try
United
it.
States.
I'm gonna try it. It's
Dude.
gonna be popping too much. It's gonna be
Let's
popping.
go ahead and make some fries
Oh my God. We're going to have fries tonight for dinner.
with the ice cream.
No.
What do you mean,
We're
no?
saving them for. Stay on topic. So the next one, I will go first. This again is the blissfully southern creamalicious thick as thieves pecan pie ice cream. It says that it's new. I don't know if they made it for the holidays. I hope they make it always because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. 4.5. 4.5 stars. And do you want to know why I'm gonna give it a 4.5, not a 5?
Please. Go ahead.
The only thing that I would change, and maybe it'll be better as it gets to the bottom, I would want more crust. If there was more crust, because I'll be honest, every bite that I took out of this had a pecan in it, but I only got a crust piece like once. But if there was more crust in there, that's it. That's the one for me. They're both really good though, but 5, 4.5. More crust. Because thick as thieves. You are trying to do something here. Go ahead. Your turn.
I am a little bit conflicted with my own answer.
What is your answer? Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. What is your answer? What is your answer? Let's hear it.
I think it's a 4.1.
What? 4.1? Okay, why?
It's just I just ever so slightly prefer this experience
Mm-hmm.
because this ice cream is multi-dimensional. It has
Okay.
more than
It does
just
have
one note.
it does have a lot of stuff.
This is a whole quart.
Yeah.
It has the butter pecan.
Yes, it does.
Has the crust. It has the pecans, and it has the swirls.
Right.
Right. It has so much more to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about this. When people have dulce de leche in Argentina, they don't buy a pint of dulce de leche and then like spoon it out. They don't eat it like that. They put it on bread. They put it on crackers. They put it on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Nobody just eats it straight up.
Right. I didn't know that, but okay.
But you kind of did because you instinctively were like, I want to pair it with something salty.
Yeah. Something salty would be nice.
Yeah, you instantly were like that.
Like a biscuit.
Yeah, or the most common way that it is eaten in Argentina, in my experience, on bread, kind of like
Nutella. A biscuit, like a biscuit.
Sure.
We should get biscuits and put it with the ice cream.
Sure.
I'm telling you, that's.
But you see, you like immediately want to pair it with something, whereas this, I feel like this is a whole experience on its own.
Yes. What would make it a 5 for you?
Huh? What will make it? It will make it a 5 if it was more generous with the crust, just like you said, and even with the pecans, I think that there's a decent amount of pecans, but for my taste,
he wants more.
I want it to be more of an experience. Like I don't know what I'm gonna get with every spoonful.
Right.
You know, I mean, not saying that there's anything wrong with it. Everything that's 4 and up is like worth your money. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But like, if you want that perfect score,
add your own crust to it.
Yeah.
Because it needs a little bit more crust, in my opinion. But they are both good. They are both, like you said, worth your money. I highly recommend both of these. They are real good.
Dude,
real good.
One day, ice cream companies are gonna be tuning it.
One day.
And they're gonna be like, oh my god, it's a great feat. It's great.
Yeah. So, next up, we are gonna have a quick little discussion about
guys.
About guys.
No. Listen. Everybody listening. In today's day and age,
okay,
I think that social media plays a big role, and I think one of the most important roles that social media has is the ability to create and share memes.
Okay.
And I think that a sign of a healthy relationship, and I don't mean not even like a romantic relationship,
just any relationship
at all,
right,
is sharing memes.
Okay.
Would you not agree?
I guess so, but the way I feel about memes is like it's just something that I don't do that with everybody.
You don't?
I don't. I share memes with you. I share them with my mom. I share them with my friends, like my close friends. But like,
but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I have like an inner circle of like 5 people, and outside of those 5 people, I do not share them with like my other just like friends.
Yes. You don't share memes with just any stranger.
No.
That already says something.
Right.
That sends a message when you are at that stage when you're sending memes.
Yeah, if I found out he was sharing memes with someone, I'd probably think he was cheating on me.
Honestly, like
dead ass.
Yeah, like
dead ass. If I found out you were sending memes to some girl, I'd be like, what is this? What is happening here?
When you get to a point where you're just sharing memes like on a daily basis,
on an hourly basis.
Sometimes,
okay, so I go to sleep pretty early, and he goes to sleep pretty late. So there'll be times where I'll wake up and I'll have like 15 new messages, and they're all just memes, just things to look at, because we just send so much to each other. Yeah, it's
indicative of the love.
Yeah.
The only other person that I share memes is with my mom.
So. Yeah, I share memes with my mom.
Yeah,
My mom's my best friend.
There you go.
We talk every day.
Yes, every day.
Yes.
And I think when you're close like that with someone, I think it's only natural that you're gonna send memes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um. But yeah, the memes.
The memes. I mean, I do think memes play an important role in the relationship because, especially for us, we are, I wouldn't say we're long distance, but we're not short distance either. Like,
We are midway distance.
we are mid distance, midway distance, more on the long side, to be honest. When we met, we lived 2.5 hours away from each other.
Yes.
And now we live like an hour and 15 minutes away from
30.
each other. Hour and 30 minutes away
Yeah.
from each other. If I take the highway though, so for me it's like an hour and 10 minutes.
Guys, I feel like I've been called out.
He is being called out because it's shorter if you take the highway.
But like I said,
the highway from here to where you live, it's so nice. It's a very calm road. Like, it's not like a crazy highway like in like a big city. It's still a small area, so it's still nice.
So the danger of being doxxed, at least city-wise. The city that I live in has a lot of exits to the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And every single one of them suck. Like, I honestly, like, and especially when I'm using like, is it Apple Maps?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's the problem, is that he uses Apple Maps instead of Google Maps. Google Maps is superior, period.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
It is. It's superior. Google Maps is way better than Apple Maps. Google is just superior, period, to most things. Now, would I use a Google Pixel? Probably not.
But you used to.
No, and I didn't really like it that much, which is why now I have an iPhone.
You didn't like it?
I liked it at the time, but now that I've had an iPhone, not anymore. It doesn't compare. It's just not the same. But
we do have to explore this.
Next topic. I promise.
But let me tell you though, the highway, the Apple Maps. Tell me, guys, if you had the same experience where you want to go somewhere and you know there's like a short and easy route, but Apple Maps makes you take like a main like artery road that's dangerous, or makes you go downtown wherever you live, even though you could have taken an easier route, shorter even, because that's my issue. The downtown of my city, it's terrible. And all the exits that are there are so dangerous that every time I take one of those exits, you know, I may be saving 15 minutes now, but I feel like I'm losing a year at the end of my life. It truly feels like that. So I would either say no. I just have a more enjoyable experience when I take the back roads. It may take me 30 more minutes, but to me, it is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Let me know, guys, if you've had the same experience. I've had there's so many instances when Apple Maps just led me astray. Don't smack me.
It's because it's like flying in your face.
I know.
It's gonna die eventually. Sorry.
But yeah,
I hate flies.
But you love the iPhone.
I do love the iPhone. So when we first met, I had a Pixel, didn't I?
You were rocking that Pixel.
I was rocking that Pixel. I was an Android girl. I didn't have any Apple products. Or I had an iPad, but that was a gift from my mom.
Did you know anybody else in your circle of friends who was female who had an Android?
Yes.
Really?
My best friend at the time had an Android as well.
Does she still have an Android?
I don't know. We don't talk.
See.
You see. Different day. We'll talk about that on a different day. But no, there were people that I knew that did not have iPhones. Everybody does not have an iPhone. My mom does, but my dad and my stepmom don't.
They have Androids.
They have Androids, and
wow.
they refuse to get an iPhone, even though I've kind of begged them at this point because it's just so much easier, you know, like FaceTiming. We can FaceTime so easy. I can see you guys all the time.
Shit's magic.
They live hours away from me.
Screen sharing.
Yeah, screen sharing, all that stuff. Can't do it though because they don't got iPhones. And they refuse to get any type of Apple products. But at this moment, I have almost all Apple products. Everything that I have. My phone is an iPhone. I have an iPad. I have a MacBook Air. I have AirPods. But in my defense, it's just because one,
Do you have to defend it?
I think I do. So the thing that I like the most about the Apple products is that it does have the ecosystem. I love that so much. Like if I do one thing on my phone, it's gonna be on my MacBook when I open it up. Like I love that. I think it's amazing. I think it's wonderful. You don't have that with an Android. You just don't. Like they don't communicate. I love the fact that it's so simple. Everything communicates with each other. Everything connects to each other. It makes tech make more sense to me, at least.
I want to take a moment, from the more techie side,
Mm-hmm.
to comment on what you just said,
Okay.
because it is so telling. So like, there's a thing that some tech companies do. There's like, they're like, well, we are a tech company. We were maybe made by nerds, run by nerds, and for nerds, right? But nerds, we're not everywhere. We're not
Right.
everybody. Not everybody is a nerd. Not everybody is tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
So the truth is that actually there is an ecosystem for Android, but the fact that you don't even perceive
Is
it that
there?
way, there is. But I'll tell you why you don't
Does
even
it work
perceive
the
it that
same
it
way?
does not work as seamlessly.
Oh, this is
It
like
does need you to like set it up, to take time to set it up. Like if I had an Android phone, I could set it up with my Windows computer. We're using a Windows PC right now. I could set it up with my Windows computer so that I receive and send messages, kind of like a la iMessage.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to take the time to set it up and such and such. Whereas Apple, in their own words, it works like magic.
And it does.
Yes.
No setting up necessary. You gotta connect it.
Yeah. And
Which it
that's
does also automatically.
yeah. And that's the thing that other companies need to know. Like everybody is always like, why people like Apple, like technically speaking, Windows is more capable, such and such. But the thing is that it's not as user friendly. Like for me,
Mm-hmm.
who is a person who grew up loving tech, I can set it up easy.
Right.
But you found that for someone who works, who doesn't have time to sit down and like learn all of this nerdy stuff,
Exactly.
Apple just works.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, Apple could become your experience with Apple can become as deep or as complex as with Windows. If you
Yeah.
wanted to, you can set it up that way.
I don't want it to.
Right, but you also have the option for it to be extremely user friendly, which is something that I actually appreciate very much because I don't always want to have a complex interaction with my phone.
Exactly.
I like the iPhone because it's giving me everything already chewed up. I just have to swallow it to make it sound gross.
Ew.
Yeah,
Why would you use that? Why would you say that?
it just makes sense.
Does it? Does it?
Yes, it's all
Does
chew.
it?
Apple chews it up. You just swallow it.
I don't like that.
What's so funny?
Every time we start, y'all, every time we start the podcast, because of his film background, he goes, so cute.
Well, do you want to know why we did that?
So you know when to,
No,
and
no, that's not
No?
it. No.
why?
So I don't really. So here I just do this.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of because I'm just used to it. But if I was filming in with a different setup, I would go like this. Scared you, I know.
So loud. Okay.
So let me tell you why though. So in the quote unquote proper way to make a film, you will have a camera, like a cine camera, and the microphone that's on the cameras are always crap, no
Okay.
matter what. Big reason for it is that they are so far away from the action. So usually they have boom mics or some other kind of microphone to pick up what the people are saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so those are usually recorded to another device.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then this thing creates a spike in the graph, in the audio graph,
Yeah.
for the camera and for that. So then when you're syncing that audio, all you have to do is look for that peak
Mm-hmm.
and match it. That is why people do that.
Also, can we? I just off topic or on topic? Because
Okay.
we're already off topic. Off topic, on topic. When we have to cut to go do something like putting away the ice cream, we should do that so you can see the spike. It'll make it easier, so you don't have to look for it. You know exactly where it is.
Okay, let's not make too many things to cut out.
And we're back.
All right, let's not say we're back. Let's just continue as if nothing happened. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, guys,
Okay.
so that's kind of my journey with tech. Like,
Is it really that?
It
That's not
is.
your whole journey.
Well, what else do you think? Well, I don't know because okay, no, I don't really think
VR. I think
you
it's a
know.
big part of your journey with tech.
You do have a point.
Yeah.
So when I met him, I had played 0 games. 0, no games. I mean, I probably played some games when I was like a kid, but not enough that I could remember. Really, I remember playing my brother's Sonic game.
For you guys out there who want to know, it is Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube.
Yes, that's exactly what I remember playing. But otherwise, I don't really remember playing anything. I've just never been too big into games or gaming. But he bought himself a VR. And I played with his. I got motion sickness the first time. I'm not gonna lie, I was sick for like a week. But it was so much fun, and I loved it so much that I was like, man, I kind of want one. And he bought me one actually for Christmas because he's the best. But I think I've played mine more than you've played yours.
You have.
I have. I really like it. It's so much fun, and I think like obviously like the games are fun. Like Beat Saber's fun. What's the other one I like to play with? Where you can't move. What's it called?
Super Hot.
Yeah, I love that game. It's so much fun. I even took it down to my parents' house when I went to visit them a couple months ago and had my dad and my stepmom play it. And my dad did really, really good. I was surprised. I'm considering one day buying him one, his own, because I feel like he would really enjoy it. And also, he hates exercise, but you can't help but exercise when you play VR because you're moving around. I feel like that would make him move. And not to share too much information about my dad, but he needs to move. The man does not want to exercise.
Everybody needs to move. Everybody needs to move.
Yeah.
What game was he playing? Was he playing Super Hot?
He was playing Super Hot.
Yeah.
And then I had my stepmom play Beat Saber.
You don't think your stepmom would have liked Super Hot?
I don't think she would have liked Super Hot. I think she did like Beat Saber, but I didn't think about it, and I had it on fast or like I had it on fast. I had it on like mid, like intermediate. It's not intermediate, but it's like the
medium.
No, it's not medium.
It's not easy, medium, and hard.
No, there's like 5 settings. I had it on the middle one, which was too hard for her.
Easy, medium, hard, and expert.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Either way, I had on the middle one, and she was like, just
fighting
for her life in Beat Saber, and I was like, oh wait, let me turn it down. And then when I slowed it down, she's like, okay, yeah, I can keep up with this one a little bit more, and she liked it too. But like, I think my dad would really enjoy that, and it would serve its purpose.
You're really good at Beat Saber.
I'm really good. I'm not. I'm good.
You're
at
way
Beat
better
Saber.
than I am.
I'm not. I wouldn't say though that I'm really good though. Like, ow, my hair is like pulling my. Sorry, guys. I would say I'm like decent at Beat Saber. If I played it more, I think I could be really good.
That just means that I'm trash. But and that's okay.
I don't think you're trash though. Like I said, I think maybe I'm being too humble.
Well, I don't play it quite as much as you do. I play other games.
That's true.
But do you own more games?
I do not. I own Super Hot. I own Beat Saber. I was gonna buy the ping pong game to play with you, but I don't think I ever did.
I would destroy you.
You would destroy me at ping pong. That's a fact. And I think that's about it. And then we do a lot of VR chat, and we also did
We
Horizons.
did virtual dates.
We did virtual dates
You know, yo, I
because of
was
the long distance, because
at
of the
work.
mid distance.
I was like talking to like the financial advisor, and like some of the bankers are like, yeah, my girlfriend and I go like virtual dates, and they were like hooked. They were like,
You told
what?
them that? I
Yeah,
didn't know you told them that.
I told you.
No, you didn't.
I'm a well.
You did not. He did not tell me that. That's funny.
It's coming out here,
It's coming out here.
like, cause I spread the gospel of technology freely, just all the time. So like one of the financial advisors there wanted to get one, and but he was like on the fence about it. So I was like, dude,
Really?
yeah,
So you're like, I'm meeting my girlfriend. We go on virtual dates.
yeah, and
That's
like
so funny.
yeah, and like you can play ping pong. It's like wow,
And you can play ping pong.
yeah,
I mean, I think the virtual dates, I would say for anyone that's in a long distance relationship, you guys should definitely invest in a VR. Whatever VR you want to buy.
yo, but it went up in price.
It did go up in
Yeah.
price. We got it when it was still cheaper than what it is now. Inflation's really kicking everybody's ass. But
I don't think this was the
no,
inflation.
you think it was just that
That
we
was
like
price gouging.
they were just like, we aren't charging good enough for this product actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna up the price. We got it before they did that though. And it's really good. I highly recommend that if you are in a long distance relationship, you do that because virtual dates were fun and also it allowed us to spend time together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not always easy. Even though, like I said, we're mid distance. Like hour and 30 minutes is still still a good chunk of time. And when you're working
Yeah.
8 hours a day plus more, you know, like what do you say you're working now?
A lot.
60 hours a week?
Probably.
Probably,
Yeah.
right? So imagine that plus an hour and a half drive weekends, sometimes during the week to see your partner. It's a lot. So I definitely recommend it. I think that I think it was fun. It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously you can't touch each other, but you can still be there together. It's an entirely different experience than just
Going
being on
a
the phone.
date. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's like way better than just being
on the phone.
What was I gonna say? Which platform do you prefer? Like which game?
Out of all the games I have, or the
No,
one
no,
what do you mean?
like for virtual dates.
'Cause what is it? Horizons?
Yeah.
That's the Facebook one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think they both have perks. I love
The other one being VR chat.
VR chat.
Yeah.
I like VR chat. The one thing I don't like about VR chat is that you can't really customize your avatar.
You can.
But it's not like the way you can on Horizons. Like the one on Horizons, you can make it look like you.
Once again, same difference between Android and Apple.
You can do it. It's just harder.
It's just harder for someone who's like, even myself, like I just haven't taken enough time to really learn all the ins and outs of VR chat. But it is easier for me to accomplish the things I want to accomplish on Horizons
Yeah.
than it is to accomplish them in VR chat.
Yes.
Like, just think about this. When I looked up how to create your own room in VR chat, they're like, go to Blender and like create. And just so for people who are not familiar with Blender, is a program you download on your PC or your Mac, and you have to like actually learn. It has like quite a steep like learning curve. It's like the stuff that you can make like animation for like movies.
Right.
It's not the one they use for movies. For movies, they use Maya, but you know, Blender's going up now. But in Horizons, you don't need to leave the app, and it doesn't take a long time for you to figure out how to make your own world in Horizons.
Right.
Like, it's just so much more accessible than VR chat. Like the iPhone is more accessible than the Android phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. You can accomplish the same things, but one is just so much easier to do it. And so for that, you know, I still prefer VR chat. Just because I think that it has so much more variety, at least by now, and it has you can technically I guess, accomplish more, just because when you bring in software like Blender, you literally have infinite freedom. You can make whatever you want with as much complexity as you want. Whereas I feel like because of the shape system that they have in Horizons, it's a little bit limited to what you can sculpt. Whereas in Blender, you can literally just sculpt things out as if you're like chiseling
Right.
things. Um, but still, the one thing I don't like about VR chat too much is just the it's too many little kids.
There's a lot of little kids.
Yeah.
I personally, like I said, I think there's good things about both of them and there's bad things about both of them. With VR chat, there's a lot of children on there, so we would be in there trying to have a date or a virtual date, and some little kids run up to us talking about, "Hey guys, do you want?" No, we don't. We don't. We absolutely do not. And I think, like I said, for me, I'm not going to go into Blender. I want to keep it simple. I don't have the patience to go in and build a whole world or a whole new avatar. I want to be able to do it just like that. And with Horizons, I was able to. It was super easy. And also, I don't know why that Facebook let me try the beta. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I got access to it before before he did.
Yeah, you did.
They let me in. They were like,
It's
"You're
like,
allowed."
this person's clocking so many hours.
It it popped up on like the list of like things that you could try, and I was like, "Hey, I have that," and he was like, "No, you don't." And I was like, "I promise you, I do." So I got in, and I actually made like some virtual friends on there. I have a good little bit of friends
You do?
virtually. Yeah,
What?
yeah. People have been adding me like crazy.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a lot. I wouldn't
Dude,
say a
hey,
lot, but I have a
as long
good
as you're
bit.
not sending them memes.
I'm not. I'm not sending them memes, but I do have a lot of friends, or not a lot, but I have a few friends on VR, and it's fun. And like
Yes.
going in and like meeting people. Like we went in when he was able to get into Horizons. I was in there and I was like waiting for him by like one of the signs, and this guy runs up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go over here?" And I was like, "I'm waiting for my boyfriend." He's like, "Okay, I'll wait with you." Remember that guy?
Yes, and
Yes.
I think he was a plant.
I think he was. I think he was a plant too.
Yeah.
But he was cool. He was a cool plant.
He was getting paid for it.
He was getting paid. I like that guy. Wherever he added me as a friend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So either way,
He liked Naruto.
that's not the guy I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many guys
I met a guy
approach you in the virtual world?
Quite a few. I met a guy before that guy.
Okay.
Before that guy came up, because that guy came up to us after. Because the other guy was like, "I'll wait for you," and I was like, "Okay." And then he was like, "I have to go over here. I'll come back." And I was like, "Okay." And then you came, and then we met the other guy.
Oh,
And
so
then
he
we
never
did.
came back.
Yeah, I mean, he might have, but we weren't there no more. We did.
Okay.
But yeah, I've met quite a few people on there. It's fun. Highly
Cool.
recommend. Highly recommend.
I haven't met too many people. It's
That's because I'm on there more than you.
you must be there in times that I don't even know that you're there.
Yeah, like there are times where you'll call me. Now, remember, I'll like okay, so he'll call me and he'll think I'm like dead or something. And it's not that. I'm just in VR.
Wow.
I'll tell you that usually. I'll be like, "Oh, it's just
It's
in VR."
it's coming out here.
It's coming out here.
didn't
I
know
love
this.
VR. It's so much fun. It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
And usually I'm playing VR. Or not VR, but Beat Saber. To be
Yes.
honest. I love Beat Saber. Every time there's like a new, like, they send out like a new lineup of songs, I'm all over it.
You're there.
When they sent out Fallout Boy,
Oh, that was it.
I was so excited. I love Fallout Boy. I love Fallout Boy so much. Fallout Boy forever.
I was never too much into the rhythm games,
I love the rhythm games.
and it's weird because I'm a musician, but
Yeah, that makes no sense.
well, here's the reasoning. I'm like, why would I spend time learning this rhythm game where I could just spend time learning the actual song
I
and the
mean,
actual instrument?
that's cool for you. That makes sense for you.
Yeah.
But I'm not a musician. So it's fun for me to get on Beat Saber and just like dance
No, I mean,
and like learn the.
the times that I played Beat Saber has been fun. I mean,
we
it's not
played
like-
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you beat me.
I did.
Yeah.
There was one time I thought he was gonna win. I was like, not today.
You see,
I'm
you're
highly competitive.
slowly becoming like a gamer.
I don't know that I call myself a gamer, but If that's how you, a gamer, feels, then I will take the title. But I don't know that I call myself a gamer.
Well, you're almost there.
I'm almost there.
You're
I
almost
like watching him play Minecraft. That shit's fun. It's like more intense than I thought it was gonna be. The first time I watched him, he was like, I was like hearing noises. I was like, what is that? He was like, there's a monster. I was like, there's monsters in.
like
I thought it was like a kiddie game.
me too. Actually, I am still blown away at the fact that I like Minecraft now, and that you like Minecraft.
It was fun. It's very relaxing, actually. Like the
It is.
music and like the way it looks. Like the other day, he was streaming while he was playing it, and I fell asleep listening to that because it was just so relaxing. I was like, I'm gonna just relax to this. I woke up in the middle of the night and my computer was still open. He was done. And I just turned it off and turned like, I think it died. Yeah, but it was good.
It is good.
I like it.
It's I'm absolutely delightfully surprised. Did I say that right?
Del- delightfully, delightfully.
I feel like that's a word.
It's gotta be right. It's gotta be a word, right?
Listen, guys. English is my fifth language, so
True.
Don't-
I don't have an excuse. It's my only language, but I'm also Southern, so that's my excuse.
what does that have to do with anything?
The way we talk is different from everybody else.
Sure. So
See, I said talk, not speak. Look at that.
yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I owned it a long time ago. Played it for 2 hours. Never played it again. Then somebody on my stream asked me to play it, and
Yeah.
I gave it a try.
It's fun.
and I loved it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
It's I want you to try it,
I'm considering it.
guys.
It's so relaxing to watch. I don't know if it'll be fun for me to play. I'll decide though, and we'll update you guys next episode.
Look, just give it a try.
We'll see.
My baby is so hard to get her to do. Like
The most stubborn girl in the world.
it's
The most stubborn girl. I'm my father's child.
it's incredible. Like
It takes a lot of convincing to get me to do anything that I don't want to do.
so easy for her to say like no,
I said I'd consider it.
which is but you initially said no.
I initially said no, but I changed my answer to I will take it into consideration.
Which is fine.
It's better than a no.
You don't have to do it, but I mean, think about it this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that you were not like dating me, and you
Uh-huh.
were in a small town,
Okay.
such as the town that you're in right now.
Such as the town that
It's
I
a
live
tiny town.
and the town that I grew up in. Not I didn't grow up in this town, but it's very similar to the town I grew up in.
What else is there to like? What did you do in your small town? Would you not be like knowing the things that you know now? Would you not be trying to at least play Minecraft?
Well, I grew up in a very small town, like you said, and what I do here is completely different from what I do there. Like here, I'm an adult, so I can do whatever I want to. I can leave if I want to. I can drive somewhere if I want to. I can go play basketball if I want to. I can go longboard if I want to. I can take my dog out for a walk if I want
You
to.
are so against saying skateboarding.
I, I'm not against it. I'm just being like specific. I can do whatever I want though, right? Like I'm an adult, so if I want to go to a big city and go to the mall and go shopping, I can do that, and I will do that. But
You don't even like going to the mall.
I don't. I don't like going to the mall on the weekends. If I go to the mall, if you catch me in the mall, it's definitely on a Wednesday on my lunch break, or after work, or before work
How
even.
many times have you gone to the mall?
Never.
Yeah,
Oh yes, I did when I went to get my ring fixed.
that one time.
Still, it happened.
Yeah.
But after work, I'll go to the mall. But I do not go to the mall on weekends. There's too many people. I get claustrophobic. I have anxiety attacks. I don't like people breathing on me. I don't like people looking at me.
I don't know, people breathing on me. I mean, that's fair.
I don't like people breathing the same air as I breathe. So
Wow.
I don't know them. They can have cooties.
They could have cooties.
And they probably do because COVID's still a thing. And now monkeypox is going around. I don't know if these people, and also the flu, and also all these other viruses. People are sick all the time. No, keep it away from me. So I choose not to go to the mall on the weekends. There's too many people, there's too many kids. Keep your kids tethered to you. Stop letting them run around. I worked in retail for a long time. I'm going to sidetrack just real quick. I had a kid that was climbing the wall.
Yes, I remember you
He was
telling me
climbing up the shelves, and I was like, he was a big kid. I was like, get down. You are heavy. You weigh at least 100 pounds. You will break that shelf. Get down. Get down. And I'm like, where's your mom? And he was like, over there. And I was like, go over there. And he ran up to his mom, and then she looked at me, and she saw me walking towards her. and she ran out the store.
Huh.
Yeah, she did.
I'm surprised she didn't like.
Oh no, she did. She knew. She could tell on the look in my eyes because I had a mask on. She could tell on the look in my eyes. I was like,
You were furious.
I was furious because I was like, he could have hurt himself.
Yeah.
Not cool, man. Anyway, so what do you do in a small town? I don't know, whatever you want. Country life. I grew up on like a pseudo farm. When I was really young, we had chickens, so kind of like a chicken farm, but like small, like not like huge, stinky operation. But there were a lot of chickens. We had a chicken coop. They were running around, roosters,
Pseudo
pooping
farm?
everywhere. Yeah, I would say pseudo farm because it's not like we had like it wasn't huge, you know. Like I
So
wasn't out there working the land every day. You know what I'm saying?
a farm is only a farm when it's big.
No, it was a farm. My grandma says it wasn't a farm. I'm like, it was a farm, ma'am. Technically, we had animals. We had to take care of those animals. You made me cut the heads off chickens.
Mm.
So, it was a farm.
Yeah.
We had a farm.
If you have chickens.
Yeah. And to be fair, guys, we did not kill the chickens just for fun, for shits and giggles. We killed the chickens when they were old and they were about to die. Because if we let them die naturally, they would draw, like, big animals to the farm and they'd kill all the other chickens.
Way to rationalize it.
Yeah. I live in an area where there are big cats.
Big wildcats.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
bobcats.
Bobcats. Why is it called a bobcat?
I have no idea.
Like, why not a billy cat?
I don't
Like, why is it B-O-B, Bob?
I don't know. I just know they're big cats. I think they're bobcats. I don't fucking know. But they're big cats
Like
and
Robert's the cat.
and they would come after the animals if we allowed them to just die naturally and leave their bodies out there. So yeah.
So that's what's up. That's what's like to be in a small town.
Yeah, but so what you do outside of that is, I mean, we had to go to like Walmart and like sit in the parking lot. We hung out at McDonald's a lot. We hung out at Taco Bell a lot. Like those were our spots. Like when we would, so there was a skate park in the next neighboring town. So my brother skates and we would go and we would sit around the skate park, look at the boys, talk to our friends, we'd hang out in their cars, listen to music, and then when the skate park would close, the police would come run us out, you know. Don't want to get in trouble, they'd be like, you gotta go, it's dark, can't be out here no more. So then we'd go to like McDonald's or we'd go to Taco Bell, or sometimes there was like some buildings that were near the skate park, and they would go to those buildings and skate after hours.
In like abandoned buildings?
No.
What do you mean? Like,
they were like
skate in the buildings.
They would like not skate inside, but like skate outside of the building,
Right.
like in the parking lots or on like their patios or whatever you call them.
Sure.
Their porches. I don't know. Sometimes we get ran out because you know you couldn't skate there. It was illegal, but it was illegal. But it was fun. You know, I mean, even though we came from a small town, we still found things to do, and we still were able to have a lot of fun. Like I'll be honest with you, I would not trade and live in a big city. A big city. That sounds so country. Live in a city over a small town because I feel like I didn't have a curfew. My mom didn't give me a curfew because there was nowhere to go. There was nothing to do. And if I was going to like drink or like party or do anything, I would do it at the house. Like mom was like, she trusted me. And because of that, like I didn't get into any trouble. Like I never got in trouble with the police. I never got blackout drunk at someone else's party. Like I was always very careful, but also I didn't necessarily have to be always like watching my back because we did come from such a small, close-knit town that something I was always surrounded by people that I trusted. Right. Like to the point where I had like my cousins around me. I was always with my brother. Like
was it the kind of place that you just knew everybody? You
knew everybody.
Okay.
And not saying that bad things don't happen in small towns, because they definitely do. But
just look at Hawkins.
Exactly. You got me on that one. But think about it from like, I'm a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girl, and I'm always with my brother. There's a very small chance that anyone's going to try to do anything to you or mess with you when you're with your big brother. Especially if they know your big brother will fight them.
Yeah.
My brother is tough. And I also have two other stepbrothers that would also fight for me. Like,
just to make sure, because you said I'm a 16, 15.
I'm not right now.
You're
no.
Not right now.
I'm 28. I do not mind you guys knowing I'm almost 30. But when I was younger and I was out and I was partying and I was hanging out with all these people, I was always with my brother. Like, I was never without him. My mom would not. I think that's why I didn't have a curfew, because my brother was grown and she knew, like, he'll protect her. If someone even looked at her the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he couldn't save me all the time. I got myself into some situations that I wish I could go back and fix, but I can't. We're not going to talk about that on here. We talked about that earlier. We're not going to talk about it again. But for the most part, my brother always had my back. I mean, he wasn't going to let anyone do anything crazy to me. So,
I had the opposite.
yeah. He has no siblings.
I have no siblings.
I had 3 built-in bodyguards, and my biological brother, he's not like a huge guy, but you've seen him, he's ripped. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
My stepbrothers are huge. So when I was in high school, I went to high school with one of them. I remember this guy was like flirting with me in the hallway, and I'm like, and he comes up and he goes, "Why are you looking at my sister?" And his voice is so deep, and he's just like this big mammoth of a guy. He was like, "Oh man, I didn't know that was your sister, bro. I'm so sorry. I won't talk to her anymore." I didn't date another guy in that high school ever again.
Wow.
No, ever. I had one boyfriend from that high school.
Mm-hmm.
One in my ninth, in my, like, I think it was 10th grade year, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were all scared of my brothers.
Is that not a kind of a bad thing?
It honestly, it kind of helped me because they all knew not to mess with me. I had one guy like spread like this really nasty rumor about me because he had a crush on me and he wanted to like date me and also like do other things with me, but I was like not interested. He was gross. And I told him no, so he started spreading rumors about me, and it got squashed like that. I mean, like that. It lasted a day, and like, cause some girl told me, and I was like, oh my god, no, never even, ew, nasty. So I told my brother, and next day I got an apology. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. Y'all was just joking. I wasn't serious. She would never do that. Like, she's a good girl. You best believe.
That's cool.
You best believe. Because like I said, my brother's massive and terrifying.
That's cool.
But I love that fool.
I don't have any siblings.
He doesn't have any siblings. So now if someone messes with him, I'm gonna beat him up.
There you go. My girlfriend would be don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Oh my
god. Hey, it's 2022.
It's 2022.
But
he's so foreign. They're so like polite, you know. I'm from Alabama. We're not polite.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we are.
We are a little bit too polite.
We will cuss you out with a smile on our face. So.
But yeah, the smallest city I've ever been in is the city that I live in right now.
The city that you live in, or the city that you're currently sitting in?
The city where I have my first house.
That's a big city.
That's literally the smallest city I've ever been in.
That's a big city.
Yes. For the southern United States standards.
That's a big city.
It's a massive city.
It is.
But for the cities that I've been in, it is literally the smallest city I've ever been in.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, so you get an idea of where I come from.
Because we're thinking about moving away from our respective cities in like a year and some change whenever I can sell my house. Because I just bought it this year, and this year's almost up, thank God. Just because I don't like where I live. It's so small, and I'm just so like, I have to drive like 15 minutes to get anywhere. But where do you guys think we should move?
I mean,
give us some ideas.
Yeah, give us some ideas, because that will definitely be a topic for a future podcast. He
wants to live near the beach. I don't care. I've lived near the beach. I lived in Hawaii for a while. So
I mean, this is the first time I don't live by the beach.
This is the first time you don't live by the beach?
Or like somewhere like that's like actually really close to the beach.
Yeah, because right now it's 4 hours.
Well, actually, that's not true.
Really?
Because I lived in Colombia for like a very small amount of time, and that was definitely nowhere near a beach.
Oh.
We didn't live there for long, but that was now that I think about it, that was a moment that I did not live by the beach.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? We'll bring this up in the future, but what do you guys think? Tell us, because I feel like,
if you guys have some recommendations, we want somewhere that's safe but cheap.
Not cheap.
Inexpensive.
affordable, not cheap. We're gonna spend affordable. We want something safe, nice, and affordable.
It's like,
So Dallas, Texas,
it's like a lot of
but
people
in a
come to
gated
North
community.
Carolina from New York because their money just goes further here.
Yeah, your money will go a lot further here. If you live in New York and you live in a shoebox, just move to North Carolina, please, or don't. Move to South Carolina.
Yeah,
Don't
move
move
to
here.
South Carolina. There's really nothing here.
No, yeah, there's nothing here.
There's
Or
not a
maybe
thing.
Virginia. Do Virginia. Virginia's nice. I went to Virginia. My friend lived in
Take
Virginia
me.
Beach.
Take me to Virginia.
Okay.
I haven't been.
I liked it.
I'm sure it's nice.
It was nice.
Almost everywhere that I've been to, it's nice in here.
I don't know that I could live there, but I did like it. If my friend still lived there, I'd probably live there. But I think she's moved now. She moved further up north.
She has.
Yeah. But like I don't know. I couldn't live in Virginia. I did like Virginia Beach though. It's really nice.
I gotta go. My mom has been. I think. Wait, has she?
My mom has been because I drove her. She rode with me when we drove up there.
Are you gonna take me?
Are you gonna take me?
What?
I'm asking if you're gonna take me to the beach.
Sure.
Okay. Then I'll take you to the beach. We'll take you to the beach. Our next trip will be to Virginia Beach. It won't be, but one day.
Hopefully.
Our next trip should not be to the beach, or not to be Virginia Beach. We should go to Las Vegas.
Oh.
We should go to Vegas.
So
I
make
have
sure we
family
get
in
the
Vegas.
most
We
spots.
should. I'm not saying we have to go out to like the casinos and the strip clubs. I'm just saying like maybe like one casino, one strip club.
You wanna go to a strip club?
We can go to a strip club. If you want to go to a strip club, we can go to a strip club. I mean, going onto the strip, go into the strip in
Tell me
Las
if
Vegas.
you wanna go.
I'm down.
Oh.
If you want to go to the strip in Las Vegas, it's basically a strip club.
I mean,
They just wear pasties over their nipples. So
one of my exes, when I was with her, she took me to a strip club, and I thought it was not that impressive.
yeah, but I feel like Vegas is a different beast.
I mean, it is possible that it's just like this small, like North Carolina strip club. It just sucks.
Yeah. So that makes sense. I think we should go to Las Vegas.
It was on a Sunday too. So.
Oh my god, no! Yeah, we're gonna go to Las Vegas. So if y'all want to do like a meet and greet, let us know.
Wow, that's ballsy.
We can meet at
At
the...
a strip club.
We can meet at a strip
No.
club. Yeah, y'all tell us what strip club do you want us to go to in
Wow.
Vegas, and we'll go and we'll give it a review. But they have to have ice
Strip
cream.
club review.
But they have to have ice cream.
Oh
If
my
they don't
God.
have ice cream, I'm not going.
Strip club review. Hey, I mean that I'm sure that will be like a hit series.
Hey man, that can be us, bro.
All right, you heard it here first.
All right.
You heard it here first. Well, guys, I think on that really high note, we will say this has been
What's
a
a
Lag
lag?
with the K and the G, and
Enjoy your ice cream.
we'll see you next time.
Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.
All of that. Do it right now. Do it. Do it.